welcome. Welcome aboard, Captain
Just my
Jackson.
beer.
Yeah, yes.
Let's
Let's
do
lubricate.
this.
We got plenty more. This episode of Before the Money is sponsored by Victoria. Bitter.
Victoria Bitter.
Sponsored by Anarchy Label, baby. Get that shit on your body. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? I hope you're having an incredible day, night, evening, morning, whenever you're listening to this right now. Welcome back to another episode of Before the Money.
Before the money, baby, let's
Before the
fucking
fucking
go.
moolah. Anyway,
Ew.
this is a this is a special episode because we get to lift the curtains a little bit and show you. You guys get to meet Scott, number one. I know a lot of you longtime listeners have heard Scott. Chime into episodes across this journey.
Seen some glances at the side of his face.
You haven't formally met him though. So we've got Scott joining us. We've also got a friend of ours, William, who's playing the bass in our band V.BLVQ And The Anarchists. So
new bass guitarist. Let's go.
that brings me to the purpose of this episode. So we've got the whole band sitting here. We've also got a couple of exciting announcements we want to share with you guys. So this is going to be a little bit of a taste in behind the curtains as to what goes on here at Electric Sugar and, what's happening in the Before the Money crew. So I'm Jack. You guys know me. We've got Reese here.
Yo, V.BLVQ Reese, let's go. So stoked for myself.
100%, bro.
Nah,
You're
you
a
gotta
rapper.
back
You're the
yourself.
personality, man.
Yeah,
you got to be at the
back
front.
yourself for sure.
We'll get a
Scotty?
hype man soon, man.
Scott, why don't you introduce yourself, Scott?
I'm Scott. I run Electric Sugar Studios.
This is the man that makes the magic happen.
Yeah, it's sort of got up and running early this year in February.
Fucking
Yeah, since then it's just been pedal to the metal, doing a
Right.
lot of tracks with V.BLVQ, and then wanted to get a live band together. I was like, all right,
Look
I'm
at me
like,
now,
let's
Mom.
go. do it,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's go.
Haven't done a
Okay.
hip hop fit out before, so it was a fun challenge.
Fucking oath. And it's your first
Still is.
podcast as well.
Oh, shit show.
Mad. And everyone, meet William. So,
Hello.
Will, why don't you
William.
introduce yourself, man?
Hello, yeah. I'm William. Human being.
Just.
Yeah, kind of.
Just.
Yeah, I'm still.
Actually, that's
pretty
probably
much
contentious. It's probably contentious.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I just bloody started playing bass for the live band, so it's been exciting. I think you guys have played a few gigs, and I was just telling Scott, get me in there, get
Yeah,
me in the
look.
band, get me playing. So
But
now
yeah.
we're here, and
And the idea is to stop using as many as the backing tracks as we do.
yeah, I
Replace
think
them
the
with real
live
instruments.
band, the
So
live
it's all
band
just live.
experience is much more
Yeah.
Yeah.
pleasant.
100%.
So
So just to clarify for everyone sitting in this room right now is a member of V.BLVQ And The Anarchists. Now, we're a live band. We've been doing our thing for just probably 3 months now or so.
Not even that,
Not
really.
even.
Like, wore a gig. So
Yeah.
it
when was
2
the
weeks before
studio?
that.
When was the studio party?
Oh, that was well before
Uh,
this.
Because
came
that
together.
was
Pre
just
us.
you.
Yeah.
That was like, and obviously, like it's your music. You write the songs and stuff. But then this is like the live rendition of it.
Well, we
Yep.
saw the opportunity, and the set became so much stronger with the live band. It
Yeah.
just
Well, we
opened doors
Yeah,
for us.
for
Didn't
sure.
want to
You
do
gotta
the
do
USB thing. Like first it was
Nah.
just like, oh, let's just put some drums on it. And I was like, whoa. Then we could just take the bass out and play bass.
Do an
in.
actual
Nah,
bass.
you
It's
gotta
like a
do
lot of
the
these
whole
tracks
live
have
thing for
guitar as
sure.
well. Let's just
swap
play
it out.
guitar,
Yeah.
Put some
Yeah.
backing vocals in. So in today's episode, we are going to be showing you a snippet of a brand new song called Mr. Clingy that Reese is
Ooh.
dropping at the end of this month.
30th of this month, baby, let's go. 30/06/21.
Sheesh. Let's
Mr.
go.
Clingy, let's go. Hit that pre-save, hit all that good shit. Make me my money on them streams, baby.
Oh man.
So
you
make
need a
sure you
lot.
stick around. That one, we're going to be playing that for you very, very soon. We also want to make sure you guys know well and truly that we have a gig coming up this Friday at Elsewhere Bar in Surfers Paradise. What's the details of that, Reese? What's up, guys? Sorry to interrupt. It is Jack here. I'm coming to you with a surprise announcement. Now, thanks to our really good friend Rona, the gig that you will hear us plugging for this Friday night at Elsewhere has been postponed. I know, boo. And in case you're wondering why the audio quality is a little bit different, because I am using my dingy at-home mic, but, you know, we make do in times of crisis. So I just wanted to come on, remind you guys, you probably will hear us plug this a couple of times throughout the episode. So just ignore it, go along with the flow. The rest of the episode's hilarious, so make sure you hang around. We will keep you updated because this gig is not cancelled, it is postponed. So dates, as you can understand, are all up in the air at the moment, but we will keep you posted on when it is going to be rescheduled for, because it's going to be a really fun one. So enjoy the episode, guys. Thanks for hanging around. Elsewhere Bar in Surfers Paradise.
It's Friday night. Doors at 8.
Tickets are $15 or
I think they're $12.50
or $15
online
at the
and
door.
$15 at the door. So
Yeah.
get organized, get your tickets in. You get to save yourself $1.
Yeah.
$2.50.
It's a wicked time. We've got some stories for you because we're at Elsewhere last Friday, so we'll touch on some stories for you shortly on that. But just while I've got your attention, listen to a little bit of Mr. Clingy. This is gonna knock your socks off. We're just playing you a little bit of a teaser because that's all it really takes with a song like this. So enjoy, guys.
Oh, you going out tonight? Just you and your girls tonight. I'm gonna call my guys. Bring the whole ounce tonight. I gotta distract my mind. I only get that when I'm high. Remember in bed, begging to say that was a fight for my pride. Mama say don't chase the girl that you can seek and let you down easy. Cause once you lose your shine, no, she gon' leave you feeling worse than just squeezing.
Fuck yeah, I'm so excited for that, man. It's such a tune. Like every time we play that live, like I go home and I'm just like, that's in my head just over and over and over and over.
That's my favorite one to play live at the moment.
Such
Followed
a tune.
very closely by Lil Thicky.
And like all the content that we've been putting together for the release as well, man, it's been lots of fun.
Killing people. I never knew I enjoyed that so much.
Everyone's on social media like, what the fuck are these dickheads up to? We're just like murdering people, you know, we're out at a farm. Like, what the fuck's going on?
It's for context, if you don't know what I'm talking about, go on
the
to
guitar still.
V.BLVQ
Still
on
covered in
Instagram
blood.
and you'll see a lot of blood, a lot of gore.
Yeah,
a lot
man.
of
So
people who made bad decisions and I had to kill them for it.
that's just how this life works, you know. So let's get started.
Live by the sword.
Live by the sword, die by the sword. Let's get started on a quick game of overrated, underrated. Now, the way that we've gone about this one is basically all of us had to come up with a particular question we wanted to ask for overrated, underrated, but we didn't tell each other what it was. I'm yet to decide what mine is, but I'm sure I'll come up with it on the fly.
Oh,
And
nice. I'm not the only one
shotgun
doing
going
that. That's sick.
first.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Far out.
Victoria Bitter.
Oh,
Let's go. Over
what?
underrated.
Man, I think it's extremely underrated. Because obviously I'm an avid fan. I've brought the
We've
I
got
haven't
a
seen you
box
drink
right next
anything
to it.
else.
Case. Yeah, this
the
is
case is there. I've brought the serum here. Jack hasn't seen me drink anything else.
Mhm.
But
We had about 3
every
last
time I bring it out, there's like maybe 80% of people are just like, oh, what are you doing? And like every time somebody drinks it, like you guys, they love it. So I think it's extremely underrated. I think it gets a pretty bad rap. I don't think it's very fair.
My personal
Um,
opinion, I think because
And just to jump back in,
yeah, go for it. Man.
if I just rattle off some pros, it like is a beer that gets you pissed.
Oh, that's for sure.
It's quite heavy. isn't it? That's-
So it
yeah.
does
I was
its
a late
job. It does a
comer.
number on you, and I think it tastes good. I think like now that if I drink like a 4X Summer or something
Just
like
tastes
that,
like
it's
flavoured
just
water.
It's
Yeah.
just water. So yeah, look,
100%.
I couldn't think it's more underrated.
Fair.
Fair true. Well,
But I
I think in
couldn't
my
rate it
personal
higher.
opinion, I would probably rate it fairly rated because it is quite popular. I mean, they sponsor the Blues. That's not a big feat, but sponsoring the
Oh,
New South Wales
shots
Blues.
fired.
That's
you know,
probably my only qualm with it.
yeah, you know, like they're up there. They're up there in Australia's top
That's the
beers. Fairly rated. To be honest, you're the first person to you took my VB virginity.
Mm.
And
I take so many. Man, like
you're
the
just
amount of
taking
VB,
virginities as
I've
well.
got VB virginities in the bank. Like, honestly, sorry, dude.
Yeah.
The amount of
No
people that
way.
I introduce, and it
Oh.
it does the work for me though.
I would say, in my opinion, I would have, if you'd asked me this maybe like 2 weeks ago, I would have said it was overrated. But definitely last night, I was drinking them last night, and I was like, this is actually quite good. It's like,
You
Goes
just
well.
put it in a different can. It'd probably taste so much better.
Yeah.
but it is the one that
It's
you turn
iconic.
your nose up. Like, I'm definitely guilty for like, you know, people producing VBs. I'm just like, oh,
Oh, here we go. Yeah,
this guy.
yeah.
Yeah, but no, I'm really enjoying them. So I've got to make the switch. I'm jumping ship, and it's underrated for
I
sure.
like that.
All right.
Because I think
Things change
it's
in
a bit,
life.
it's a bit of a meme beer too in that sense. Like,
Yeah.
when people like pull it out and like, you know, you're like,
Well,
oh,
I
it's not
started drinking it like when I was young as a meme.
Yeah,
Like,
it's a
yeah,
meme beer.
It
but
is. But then I was just like fucking hooked.
Maybe they haven't
Yeah.
always
I
been
love
this
this
good.
shit.
Maybe they've just
Yeah.
like slowly made it better because people like buying into it. Like, fuck, baby.
Or
Mm.
maybe they created like the I don't even the brand as we all know VB to be and like all the kind of stereotypes so that people would drink it for a meme and get hooked.
Yeah.
Look, whatever they're doing,
Well,
they're
there's
winning.
there's alcohol in it, so
That's all it takes.
I
That's pretty
speculated that
addictive.
VB long neck was a real deep dive, like deep state advertisement.
that video.
advertisement
Probably.
scheme.
VB
I
long
couldn't say
neck.
that.
at 8 a.m.
Yeah, that
20
guy
to
in
8
the
in the
truck.
morning.
Yeah, I feel like VB
You
gave
guys
that
are-
guy
Oh,
money.
to show you how to fucking drink along.
Because
Yeah.
I felt
Oh,
like a
God.
VB in the morning after that. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
that guy's living,
Oh
man.
well, all this chat, I've almost finished me beer.
Yeah, I'm almost
Yeah.
done.
Yeah.
Makes you salivate.
We got
But-
more too.
I'll handle
I'll
it,
jump
man.
in a little bit.
Let me know.
Yeah. William, have you got a overrated, underrated for us? Because we got to keep cracking. To keep on schedule.
Mine was actually, especially after last night, mine was actually alcohol as a whole.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna go ahead and say, and the last few times that I've gotten on the drink, I've just been. It's not like everything's been hard. Last night I couldn't hold a drink. I dropped 1 billion drinks last night.
Yeah,
I'm
it was-
surprised you
It's
remember.
really hard to watch
It was.
and hard to dance near because
Yeah.
it was fucking slippery.
I know, and you just end up spending your night apologizing.
Yeah.
But I think as a whole, I'm starting to realize that I think, and I say that with a beer in hand and on my way to drunk, but I think that it's getting overrated. I was saying it to you today,
Yeah,
Scott,
yeah,
that
yeah,
I just
It's
think
almost
that
having an
if we
off,
didn't
yeah.
have the gig next weekend, and obviously that's going to be a send, but
Mhm.
I think might
Alcohol's
be
played
time
its
to take a
course.
break. Yeah, I think it's a bit overrated.
Yeah.
Thoughts?
It's weird. I think that it's so situational, right? Because like, obviously, like everything, you can abuse it, and not saying that we're abusing it, but like it's something that can
I
be
have been.
abused.
I think that's the issue.
But, like you, if
I
you're
think it's good we're talking about this, Will. Like public forum. Like
Yeah,
it's
that's
good
it.
for
that's
you.
Spread
it.
awareness.
Get it out there. Open up.
But it definitely has its place in like last night, right? So going back to last night, I was very intoxicated, but I went there with the purpose of networking, and fuck, I got it done. And this plays a big part in that too, because
Yeah,
I'm not
it's-
the dude who's gonna do
That's
that.
true. Yeah.
The liquid
That's true.
confidence, you know.
Mm.
I felt like shit today. I've just had the worst hangover today I've had in a long time.
Mm.
So, you know, there's always that. But look, there's going to be a lot of faces there for our gig on Friday.
Yeah.
That's
that
true.
were there
No, like
last night.
you play your best gigs. I've played my best gigs after like three beers, 4 beers. Is that
Oh, see,
perfect?
yeah,
Where you got a
stay
bit
back
of
on the beer.
confidence and
Mm. It's a hard one.
Yeah,
It's
but-
it's so situational.
it's overrated. I don't know.
Yeah.
I think if I was going to give it a you have to be on one side or the other, I would say that you'd probably be better off without it. So
Mm.
I would say it is probably overrated.
Yeah, it
Definitely
definitely
overrated.
is. But at the same time, like, so much happiness comes from alcohol. This is not me saying you need alcohol to have happiness, but it just, so much joy comes from alcohol, so much development, so much internal, thoughts and stuff like that. As you're coming up in your teenagehood, you're rebelling a little bit, you're drinking at 16, 17, like definitely not good for your health. But I think like the understanding that I got as a person and like who I want to be came from those early years of rebellion, drinking,
true.
How to operate in social circles, because it drops the guard and you can kind of just go,
it's Lord of the Flies, and
100%.
At the start, you're just doing it to like survive, and then you're like,
Imagine never having like a drunken D&M around someone's outdoors table setting at like 3 a.m. when you're just off your rattle, like 16 years old. Imagine if you didn't have that
3
experience.
beers,
But
disgusting 3 beers.
yeah,
What about you, Scott?
Scott?
What do you reckon?
Alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's overrated. Like, I don't know. I definitely enjoy a drink as much as the next guy. But it's something that you just gotta either keep drinking, and then like as soon as you stop, you just start feeling
downhill
shit. So
quickly.
Yeah, so it's.
So what
I
you're
don't
saying
know.
is don't ever stop drinking.
Well, no, it's
you
like
sweat.
it's
Drink-
hard. As
drink
soon as you
forever
pull the
or
trigger
never
on,
drink.
on the night, like you're sort of like going like, okay, now I'm gonna just keep drinking until I go to bed.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. That's sort of like binge sort of behavior.
We don't condone binge drinking.
No, but
we need to put
like it's a
disclaimer out.
depressant. That's why it works like that. It's like as soon as you stop taking it, it starts with like withdrawing,
Yeah.
and then you're like,
That's science.
yeah.
Oh,
so
that's
you,
just straight
that's
facts.
just
straight back.
We could bring the graphs. and then
yeah.
so
we
weird,
could get the
like,
graphs.
Can you like
so
do
it
that
stacks up, but
in
we
the
don't
edit?
have
You'll
to.
just put up a little graph.
Yeah, we can if you're watching on YouTube, we might get some graphs showing.
Yeah, but
Just some proof.
I've had lots of fun drinking.
Mm.
So
It-
like I don't know. Like yeah.
It's
like
I
weird how
think
quickly you
maybe
withdraw from it.
you just got to maybe do it responsibly,
Yeah,
which I haven't
no, that's-
There you
mastered
go.
yet. But
Drink
I mean,
responsibly.
They
That's
do
how
say
I
that,
basket.
don't they?
Oh, yeah, it's
Wise.
important.
that's what I mean. They're
It's
little,
written on
they're
the
little
can.
bombs.
Well, while we're on the topic of drinking responsibly, I'm going to dive into my overrated, underrated.
Mm.
Elsewhere Bar, Surface Paradise. Overrated, underrated.
But again, with the fucking VB, like I used to think it was overrated, but now I've been hanging out there and I'm like, no way, this place is fucking sick. I
Nah,
love
I've
it.
always thought it was underrated.
I really
Yeah,
wish
that's
that I'd gone
cool
there
group of
more when I
people.
was younger.
But it
I
was a
never
different
went
vibe.
there.
I've been there
I feel
many,
like
many
the
times.
scene's changed a little
The
bit.
scene has changed so much in Elsewhere, especially now that they're doing a lot more live music. They're doing live music every single weekend now.
It's always been fun though.
It has been fun,
It's
but
always
it's
been sick.
yeah.
I've never had a bad time.
I was
mate.
just like-
I just only just started going, I guess. Really,
Yeah, no,
Oh,
it's been.
I've
fun.
been-
pretty good.
I've been almost in the last 2 weeks, like month, I've been to Elsewhere more than I've been to Elsewhere in my life in
Yeah.
the last 2
It's
months.
I rate it underrated.
Underrated.
Big
I
fat
think underrated.
underrated.
That's fucking sick
Yeah.
joint.
Yeah.
Everybody should fucking hit that shit up next Friday.
Yeah,
Fucking-
Yeah.
Next
Coming up
Friday.
in
second
2
of this
days,
month.
isn't it?
Let's go,
After that.
baby.
Alright.
V.BLVQ And The Anarchists taking over. Let's fucking go. We'll see you there.
Anyone who's listening from the Gold Coast, if you are a fan of Before the Money, if you've gotten an ounce of value out of any one of our 17 episodes, please come down to Elsewhere Bar on the 2nd and show your face, have a good time. Come and have a chat with us. You know, we're going to be hanging out for quite a while afterwards. I'm sure it'll be a late one.
It's going to be a big one.
So
Oh, sh-
if you want to be a part of the stories,
Big
make sure you come down. So come down, say hello. We'll be really, really excited to meet you guys. So Scott, why don't you give us your overrated, underrated? Because we're
Holy
running
fuck.
out of time a little bit here.
Yeah. Oh, gee. Yeah, I had mine ready to go. Overrated, underrated.
And
Just
go.
the Gold Coast live music scene.
Oh, the Gold Coast live music scene in general. I think
Underrated.
recently it's been, it's so underrated.
So underrated.
It's coming up though, like definitely coming up the last couple of, like since COVID restrictions have lifted, there've been a big push to get the smaller venues, you know, happening, you know, and there's lots of different like smaller festivals popping up around the place.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
people are more willing to go to those small intimate gigs and just get groovy with a band. And
Yeah,
Yeah.
people definitely go to
boogie
gigs
down.
more. I was
Just-
saying, I've been
yeah.
saying lately that like the local bands are better now than they used to be.
Well, yeah,
for
that,
sure.
that,
like,
that is a thing too. I
Well-
think there's just more people playing, so
Yeah.
the standards.
because
getting a
I've
little
played in
higher.
like shitty bands,
Mm.
Yeah.
and you don't have to do much to just get a gig. You just pretty much got to ask. But like now, like all the bands that you go and see, they're all good. Like
Yeah.
they're all really good.
All of the
So I
bands that
think the
we've-
quality is better,
Mm.
and I
Mm.
think I reckon underrated for sure.
All the bands that we've interacted with in recent times have all been sick. Each
Mm. Yeah,
individual
completely
band
out
I've
of control. Like
walked
the
away
the
like,
last couple of months, it's just been like yeah, and they're all like either here or like Brisbane or even
Yeah.
knowing neighbors into
Yeah, exactly. Like, and Lotus Ship last night, it's just so great to see that kind of raw musical passion. You know, I listen to their music
Yeah,
on
they're
Spotify.
gun. They're
It's mad.
gun.
They're like talented, but you can't get a grip for how it actually feels. You know,
Mm.
Nah,
until
MIDI-
you're in
and
front
MIDI
of
it
them.
gets
changes
it, but
too, though.
yeah,
like
he's the bomb.
it depends on, like Will was saying today. I can't stop burping. Overrated VBs.
Very
Mentioned that all
overrated.
the time, yeah, changed my friggin' answer.
Wow.
Oh, what was I saying?
I was
something about
saying
Mitch.
today. I was saying today how
Oh,
like
how they
because
changed.
the
Well, just
set
the whole
set
band.
that they played at
Damn
the
it.
studio party here was like really heavy. Like it was much heavier than
Yeah, they
the
really
set.
turned on
Like
the rock.
the set we saw last night at Elsewhere, and then we saw them I saw them at Bazaar, at Burley Bazaar one night as well, and their like set was much not calm, you know, like it was
Yeah.
just different. The one they played here was just like much heavier.
Solos, bro, for
yeah,
days.
yeah, and like Mitch was just screaming the whole
Yeah.
time, and it was sick. Like
Yeah.
I was so into it, but like they just adapt to kind of whatever they're feeling off the crowd and whatever's going on. Like they're gun butt.
The crowd
Yeah,
were
pretty-
having a good
pretty
time
serious.
last night too. I was
Yeah,
watching the
good
crowd.
was
crowd
packed.
in.
Yeah,
That
good
was me,
crowd in.
man. That was me.
Yeah,
guys
it
my
was
sore
mainly-
neck.
It was mainly Scott loving it with his sore neck. Yeah, just
Pushing a
headbang.
bunch of people.
Man,
So yeah, shout out Lotus Ship because
yeah.
so we're gonna get a bit into it after the interlude, I
Mhm.
think, about our escapades last night. But we went out to Elsewhere last night. It was a bit of a double whammy for us. We got to watch our friends Lotus Ship play, and you know, setting the tone for our own gig coming up on the 2nd, the Friday,
haven't heard,
Friday
boom.
after. If you're watching this when it drops
Gotcha.
this
I
Friday,
think
we'll
I'm
see it
gonna
elsewhere.
go.
But anyway,
at Elsewhere Bar.
I'll
we
go.
we went out there last
I'm
night
gonna
to
go.
watch Lotus Ship, and fuck, they rocked that shit.
Yeah, it was.
They
wicked.
have an awesome set. There was, and
They're so
their
good,
set
man.
was
They're
so
so
good
good.
in that setting too. Like the way that they
Yeah,
had the
dude.
performance area like crammed into the corner
Yeah,
there. It was
but
Yeah,
just
then, like, the
Elsewhere,
subs
man.
that, like, break it
Underrated.
up.
And
And then the
Elsewhere,
people
sick
getting
spot.
up on the subs and dancing and shit.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yes.
it was
So
rad.
It was good
And,
fun.
Yeah, no one got kicked out. It was nice.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of which, I just mentioned earlier how I couldn't hold a drink. There was one point where I must have just dropped a drink cold, and like I went down to pick it up, and it wasn't there. I came back up, and there was like a security guard just holding the drink in front of me, just like looking at me, just like take your shit, man. Like,
Yeah.
can you
Do
get,
you really need
Yeah,
this?
like, can you get your shit together before I have to kick you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just like, I'm so sorry, man.
There's that apologizing again.
Yeah, I know. I was just like, oh, go back
No.
to your default, apologize, and
So
just walk
let's
away.
let's jump to a quick interlude. We're just gonna have a quick break. We'll jump straight back into a little bit of some more stories from last night's escapades at Elsewhere, which is where we're playing a gig on the 2nd.
2nd of July. That's
No
this
way.
Friday. We'll see it elsewhere.
Get out of
So-
town.
We're going to be talking about stuff we got up to last night. We're going to dive into generally kind of what it's like, the band dynamic. You're going to get to know a little bit more about each of us individually. Then we're also going to be dropping some more information about that co-branded tour that we did tease a couple of episodes ago. So you didn't get much info, but we're going to be opening up the floor on that one a little bit. And we actually have a
Ooh,
guest of
yeah.
honor
Is there
sitting in the
someone hiding?
booth.
Oh,
we've got Ridley, who's a member of the Ropes, which
you
is
there?
Whoa.
Say hello.
Are we saying
say hello,
this?
Ridley.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh, there he is.
Ridley.
Shut
So
up.
we're gonna dive into some more
Red
info
Dog
on that.
Millionaire.
We'll see you guys in a
Stay
second.
tuned.
Interesting fact. Scott, who you heard from earlier, Scot Rose, owner of Electric Sugar Studios, guitarist in V.BLVQ And The Anarchists, playing at Elsewhere Bar on the 2nd of
isn't it?
July. That's
Yeah.
this coming Friday. We'll be playing Mr. Clingy new song. Scott Rose, interesting fact while we're on the topic of language and Reese.
Oh, we definitely
that
have
argument.
to talk about that.
He's actually got one T.
Scott with one
so
T.
it's not your
Man,
traditional two T setup.
Discrimination.
Autocorrect always pisses me, man.
It's a
I gotta
one
spend so
T.
much time when I'm texting you.
Yeah.
stuff.
Don't worry. Anything I've ever received, got from school or anything or university, it's always like someone always gets it wrong.
Well,
It's
yeah.
But it's
Well,
like
they're-
it's like
they're
a double life. Scott with 2 T's, he's a different guy.
Yeah, they're probably thinking like, oh, this is a mistake. I'll fix that, and I'll give him the extra T. When in actual fact, it's not your
not.
extra T to have.
no.
No.
You
it's
didn't
not
really
yours.
earn it.
You're a one
Someone
T.
else
doesn't
out
want
there.
it.
does
You're a
it.
one T operator.
It's not an
Trim
earned
the
thing. He
fat
doesn't
man.
want it. Yeah.
Don't
Yeah.
need it.
Be
It's a
efficient.
weight
No, and it
reduction.
looks, and
Work
if
hard.
you see it written Scott 1T, it's pretty hot to be honest. Like it looks
Work
good.
smarter,
Scotty
not
too
harder.
hotty.
Yeah, that's
Too
it.
hot for 1 T.
That's it.
Like you still say
Or
it the
2
same,
Ts.
so it's like, well, what's that other one there for?
Exactly
yeah,
right.
It's a waste. It's
While we're
selfish.
on the topic of language, I do believe, because Scott, originally you were singing backup vocals. William, you have recently taken over that role. And, being Reese, a dark-skinned fellow surrounded by many fair folk, there seems to be a lot of N-words in your music, which I believe you guys are coming up, you're struggling with singing backup vocals for a few of these songs?
Yeah, well,
There's a
you
lot
got to
of
be
dodging.
careful.
Yeah.
You
It's
gotta-
like a
It's-
you gotta have
landmine.
your wits
It's a
about you.
minefield out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to be careful.
You can't be too drunk, man.
I'm gonna
You
get
gotta-
you. I'm gonna get you guys.
No, we've been pretty tight.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'm gonna get you.
yeah, and
Pretty tiny.
yeah.
I've heard of times that it's happened or almost happened, but I've never
It's
actually
happened.
heard it.
It's
Yeah.
happened.
But it's coming.
Practicing here. It did happen once. Just like I just wide open, just went bat, and
When it's a big
and I
part
was
of the
like-
hook, it's like,
I know, and you just
you're like, you're
afterwards
trying
you
to
just
play
go,
as well,
whoa,
and you just-
whoopsie.
whoa. No,
Sorry.
we were tracking and like doing it, and I just ran to the laptop and went Control Z, and it was gone.
Delete that
forever,
shit.
man.
There'll be no
Oh,
evidence.
I know, but now I just go kind of blah 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 blah.
Gotta find another word.
Yeah, dead set.
Wigger.
Yeah, friend.
Well, that's gonna
Replace
clash.
everything. Replace everything with bitch.
Fella.
But then sometimes Reese is talking about himself.
Yeah.
So like,
It's hard. Look,
Oh,
it
it's
has
hard.
many
It's
many
alright.
uses.
We make do though. That's what that's
We
what
get
makes this
around it. It's
dynamic so
alright, yeah.
good. Like there's lots of different perspectives coming into one.
oh yeah, yeah. No, we're so different, all of us. It's good. It's
Yeah.
great.
I like it.
Yeah,
We're
100%.
developing a nice little group.
Yeah.
A group that I had a lot of fun going out with too elsewhere. We'll be playing.
When is it?
on
The second?
The second. I think
Yeah.
it's the second.
my
we'll be
God.
playing elsewhere.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
is that
fine.
in Surface Paradise?
Yeah,
Bar?
elsewhere
Yeah.
bar and Surface
It's on-
Paradise.
It's on Cabell Avenue, I believe.
V.BLVQ.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Just
But,
around the corner.
It's
Yeah.
upstairs there.
I think
I
it's
was just
awkward,
gonna
isn't
say,
it?
like,
That's
I had
good.
a lot of fun with this little group that we've created last night. It was an awesome
Mm.
evening.
Yeah, we're all
One of-
terrible influences on each other.
That's the best.
I think we're all
way,
trying to have
though.
a quiet night, and then it just digressed.
And then it was
Yeah.
just
Like,
wasn't a
alright.
quiet night. in the
Famous
end.
last words.
Try and do a
Uh,
podcast. It's like,
Well, you guys like started earlier, and I was proper chilling. I was like chilling at home, and I was like, all right, well, I'll go to this gig.
Yeah, we like
And
sprung
then-
on you, didn't we?
Oh well, I was like gonna go, but I was also like literally calling an Uber, and I was looking at them all there, and I was about to press confirm, and then Scott was like, "Oh, we're almost at a Lambie. We're almost there," and I was like, "Okay, sweet. Well, I won't order that." And then within about 5 minutes of you guys walk, and I was like trying to obviously get on the level because I was like, "You guys have been drinking. I gotta have some beers, like, because I can't just you can't show up to Elsie like sober. So I like tried to have a few, but when you guys got there, I was like, okay, well these are different levels. There's levels to this, obviously. And like within
Already pretty
13
lit.
seconds, my beer got smacked out of my hand. That was
that was
a nice
bad.
big accident, but
Smacked out of your hand by
Yeah.
gravity.
I forgot about it.
I know, but that started like my night of just dropping everything that I
broke
touched.
something.
Oh, it was that.
Yeah. And then Scott was tackling me. And I was like,
That's a lot
like
out of
Scott was possessed.
Scott
Oh,
doing,
there was
Scott
something
was
go-
doing handstands.
I know,
in the
man.
living room
I know,
next
right
to
in
the
front of the
TV.
TV.
I was like,
And the
Big
window,
laugh.
the big window, and like the coffee table and all the drinks on it and everything. And I was just like, I can't believe me luck. And then, but I was kind of a bit like, oh, well, we're on for it here.
Worst.
We better just get into it and have a
we
crack.
went straight for the shots, eh? We
Yeah.
came in
Yeah, I
straight
don't
in
know.
shot.
Yeah, the
There's
gin that
nothing
Scott was
else
meant to
drink.
say.
Yeah, I said that the day before. I'm like, I'm gonna hang on to this.
So what's special about that gin?
Oh, it's just got a crocodile on it. And it's from Darwin.
Aw.
My
His
parents
parents
got it
brought
for
it
me.
back
It's a
for
nice
It's a
bottle.
gift.
Sentimental.
You
You
could,
can
like,
fill it up with water.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it's half
every time I
empty.
get something like that, it's just gone. it's fine. And it's like, and then I get given it, to be used. So
Good things are meant to be enjoyed, not
Yeah,
It
sad.
went
we
to very
used
good
it.
use last night.
We used it.
exactly.
Yeah, 100%.
I was
Yeah,
surprised
then
I
there
didn't
was
drop
what
it.
some other things being passed around, which got us in the mood for elsewhere. Then we kind of headed our way in. What happened? Like we caught Ubers into elsewhere, and straight away they were pretty busy because we arrived like when
we
the
were
set was starting.
so
Yeah, we were very late. We were
We
the
missed the first.
the middle
couple.
band was just wrapping up
Yeah,
pretty much.
yeah.
just on time for the band.
Load
of
to
shit.
Sort of, yeah.
The ship.
Therefore-
It would have been
Yeah, load of
nice.
shit. I'll just
It would have
say
been
the
nice to
name.
see the other bands because apparently that
they were meant
band
to
that
be
we
quite
walked in
good.
during apparently they were fucking banging.
Mm.
Mhm.
So.
Dang
But
it.
they always are, man. That's what I was saying earlier. Like,
Yeah.
especially elsewhere has a bit of a bloody. Like, you got to be.
Yeah.
I
good.
was
You
I
gotta be
was
pretty decent
proper
there.
shocked when we got the call up for elsewhere.
Mm.
I was like,
Yeah,
oh,
we're
me
damn
too, to be
way
honest,
green
man.
to
That's
be
pretty
doing it.
sick.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
God
like gig-
damn,
Gig number
elsewhere.
4.
Yeah, literally.
shit.
Yeah, pretty
I was
crazy.
proper shocked when
Sick.
it came up. I was like, fuck.
So,
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really early days, and like it's really
That's
fun
on
that
that's
we're-
on the 2nd, by the way.
yeah
The
at
second-
where?
At
Elsewhere.
Elsewhere, bar, Surf's
Elsewhere,
Paradise.
yeah.
Surface
on the second.
Paradise. You can get your tickets off my Instagram link.
Yeah, 100%. Hit that link.
V.BLVQ on Instagram.
Swipe up.
Just chuck another one in there.
So Reese, you were on that networking train. I saw you getting talking to a lot of people, trying to get them down for next Friday.
That was my goal going
Yeah.
in there. I was like, look, we're going to elsewhere. We're playing elsewhere on the 2nd of July, the next Friday.
Mhm.
And
Boom. man.
and so I went in there with like,
Shit.
hey, there's gonna be people
Holy
that go to
fuck.
elsewhere there. So I was like, I'd be an idiot not to go around chatting people, let everybody know.
Yeah.
So I let a fucking lot of people know, and there was a lot of
You're
people
only
who,
human.
especially in that moment, like alcohol, whatnot, definitely plays in. You're like, fuck yeah, dude, I'll be there.
They just didn't want to let you
Well,
down.
it's like
But
even
I
if you
think
don't
that- I think
smoke,
that
just
I don't
go
even
to
know
the
if I'm gonna
smoking
go yet.
area
Mhm.
and then just because that's the only place you can actually fucking hear anyone.
Talk
Yeah.
to people,
Yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, I got some good plugs in there, picked up some fans in different places too. Shout out those ladies who followed me. There was these 2 girls that I was talking to, and I was like, come back next Friday, the 2nd. We're gonna be playing here. And they were like, oh, we fly back to Melbourne on Tuesday, and I was like, I was like, we'll catch you at the Melbourne show anyway. And she's like, oh, let me follow you on Spotify. So I go and I follow myself, and her and her friend run into the bathroom and come back like. They left, and I was like
Did they
completely
go and
forgot.
listen?
They went and listened to Ferris Bueller and came back and sang it to me. I was there, and they're like, "Yeah, Bueller, dude." And I was like, "What the fuck is going
That
on?"
is the coolest fucking
It was
thing
pretty
ever.
cool.
Alright.
They went to the
Oh my
bathroom
lord.
and listened to
Oh
it.
my
So shout out you 2
goodness.
ladies.
That's fucking. Oh, and what else did we see? We saw. So I was observing like this one girl and guy. I think they were together, and then his girlfriend kind of was hooking up with another girl throughout the night on the dance floor.
Oh, that dude, he was
Yeah.
a mess.
I was looking at that and I was like, oh, that's cool. Fucking go for it. And then all of a sudden, the boyfriend comes and grabs one of the girls. He seems really, really
He
upset.
he was not happy about
He
it.
was not happy at all. Then we watched
Well,
this slowly
would you be?
progress. Long story short,
Would you be
he ended
happy
up.
about it?
I
wouldn't
straight up
mind at
told him,
all.
I was like, bro, I've been trying to catch my girlfriend doing some shit like that. I said it to him straight up. I was like, what are you mad for, bro? And he's like, oh, I'm not into that. I
Wait. She was
like,
hooking up with another guy,
With
no,
another chick.
girl.
another chick.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
he
he
was
broke
so
up with her
upset.
that
He
night.
broke up with her for it.
At the
Right.
club.
Oh, and you,
Well,
you were
maybe,
like,
like-
turn
I was like-
around.
I was like,
I don't
that
know,
dude's
man.
jerking up
Maybe
with his
if
girlfriend
it's not
with her
like
hands
no,
in
I
her
don't know.
bras.
If it's I don't
Oh
know.
no.
Who knows? That's
Underneath the friggin' strobe light.
yeah. Elsewhere
that shit?
definitely is a romantic place, so it gets
It's
the
beautiful, yeah.
gets
All the
you with the
drinks
light
on
up.
the floor.
yeah. Give me a break.
Oh.
And the
I said I
limes
was
and shit.
sorry.
It's like, fuck,
I was just
man.
plugging though, like the whole time. I was like, bro,
Not
do
in
whatever you
waterproof
want to do,
shoes.
man. Whatever
Yeah.
you want to
Just
do.
make
That's
sure
what
you come
matters,
to
man.
Elsewhere
Make
on
sure
the
you're
2nd.
happy. I was like, come back, beer. There's gonna be plenty honeys here next weekend, the 2nd of July.
Shit,
At
Jiminy
Elsewhere
Cricket,
Poor
Bar,
man.
you'll
fella.
catch me black.
Poor fella.
You better
can't
all
believe
be
that was
there.
going
Like, I
on.
plugged it that many times. If you're not
Yeah,
all there, I'm looking
yeah.
at you, and I'm looking at you.
Oh, I don't know if
You-
you're
they
in
can't
contact.
see.
You
Oh,
can't see
boy.
that. That's
I'm
right.
looking
I'm
at
looking at
them.
you.
Oh, you.
You better fucking be there the 2nd of July at Elsewhere Bar.
Speaking
We got
of
some distorted
speaking of gigs that
guitars.
we've got, right? Speaking
Oh.
of gigs, we have. There's been talks
This involves
amongst
you.
the town for some time now of us going on tour with a very well-renowned band called The Ropes.
I've never heard of them.
You and me both, Will.
No, I have. No, I'm a big advocate.
That shit.
They
They've
played
been
it
around.
elsewhere. They played a
played
wicked
there.
set at Elsewhere.
Yeah,
I
William
love that.
took
I
my
went to their
friggin'
last-
entry ticket.
That was when
too.
I fell in love.
I went to their last gig up at Thirsty Chiefs.
Bloody
Fucking
Will.
crushed it as always.
Yeah. But go on, sorry to interrupt.
Um,
I
we
love
just
doing
got to be
that.
careful of talking over the top of each other, I think.
Yeah, we're just
Yeah.
yelling at
Yeah,
each other.
because it's like a montage of noise.
Very much.
But anyway, so we were talking. What was I talking about? The co-branded tour that is going to be coming up possibly in September. So Ridley has hung around today just to kind of shed a little bit of light on what the Ropes have been up to, and where he sees this tour going. Ridley, the floor is yours, brother.
G'day.
G'day.
Yeah,
Rid.
so we've been hanging out. Our drummer,
Hey, dude.
Riz, has been good mates with Scotty for a while, and Will, unfortunately.
Yeah, I know. him.
And
I know him.
so we came here and recorded our first track here. Recording our next few tracks here, and got to know Reese and the rest of V.BLVQ and the now Anarchists. Is that what it's?
Yeah, that's
The
exactly
Nigglets.
It is?
V.BLVQ.
The Nigglets. Yeah, I heard that. I heard that
Christ.
at the start. It was the Nigglets, which I think
Yeah, I
was
just
a
stand there and just like
name.
look at a
Um,
bit of the floor.
I can
But
just
yeah,
never
we
say it.
we're talking about doing a tour, and some things came up that were a bit out of our control. So we thought we'd just postpone things, and then Reese went and got a band behind him, and we figured we'd do a bit of a co-headliner tour. As for where we're going, not too sure due to COVID, but
Mhm.
definitely Southeast Queensland's looking pretty good. Hopefully Byron, depending on the situation with the border. but
Down in Newey.
apparently
you
she's
speculated.
closed tonight again. So
The whole
the
thing.
borders, yeah,
I heard
Jesus.
that. I heard that.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
so
a bit
Ho-
spooky.
Hockey Dad
It's a
were
bit-
actually walking out to do their 8:30 set at
Mhm.
the I think Fortitude Valley Music Hall tonight, and they got told that they had to leave immediately and isolate. So everyone had to
Ooh.
leave literally 2 minutes before they.
It's a bit
play.
scary
Jeez.
booking shit at the moment, isn't it?
Oh,
Yeah.
but watch, they'll,
But you gotta do
they'll
it.
find a way to plug 50,000 people into Suncorp Stadium on Sunday.
Oh, that's for
Yeah,
sure.
that's fine.
That's another topic for another.
Because the
time, I
Rona
think.
doesn't spread on Origin night. We all know that.
Yeah.
Same as it doesn't spread at weddings, you know.
I just saw that San Cisco had a bunch of trouble with that, where they had a show in Melbourne or something like 2 weeks ago, and that got canned
Mm.
the day of, and they were
Mm.
trying to get an appeal to get basically
some
the-
funding.
The,
It's,
money.
it's
the money
because
from
you
the government.
can't gamble on it. You can't gamble on live music, so there's no money to be made. So they
Yeah.
don't, they
Yeah.
don't give a
Nah.
shit about it.
Very true. Yeah, you can't get. You can sell alcohol though, you know.
That's
Exactly.
true.
Surely, and there's a big enough tax on that. We all know that. So that is going to be coming up hopefully in September.
Yeah, gig day.
It is pending because the current climate is a little bit unstable, but that's fine. We've gotten used to it. We're enjoying ourselves anyway. So we're thinking Probably somewhere from around the Sunshine Coast down to Byron. We'll see how that pans out. But I'm really, really excited because the Ropes are a very talented band and also a bunch of really nice blokes. So that's going to be lots of fun.
Yeah.
Sure, there's going to be lots of awesome stories that come from that as well.
Yeah. Keen to do some podcasts on the road with that one too. That would be sick.
100%.
Yeah,
man.
we'll vlog the road trip.
We could do like a
All
little
the
like
shenanigans.
we could do like a before the money like
straight up.
ropes special. So like
Mhm.
we get like a little detail with each member of the ropes
Yeah, I definitely think.
through the process of the tour too.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Tom would love an hour to himself. If he
We can do a full special on Tom.
Is a natural
Full
born
hour-long
frontman.
special.
That'll be easy. We won't even have to do anything. We'll just set up his
Just sit there-
cameras. We'll
just
walk
sit
out.
there, yeah, let him talk.
Charge
just
the
died.
battery now.
Did that one just die as well?
It just died. The battery
Alright,
just
anyway, we're getting to the period of the episode where we want to wrap it up anyway. So, boys, this has been a fucking blast. I'm
been a good
keen
jam.
to I'm keen to do some rehersal now. What do you guys
died. Yeah,
reckon?
we'll
let's
have a
have a
little
jam.
jam.
Let's
Thanks
play
for
some
having
music?
me, and
Jam,
make sure
for
he gets
sure.
elsewhere on the second.
yeah, that's
2nd
fucking
of July, elsewhere.
stuck in
Let's
my-
go elsewhere in Surfers Paradise.
I
Baby.
think
Yo,
12 times now.
Oh, we're back anyway. Maybe it didn't stop yet.
No, it's about to run out.
Ah.
All right.
Elsewhere in the second. Let's go.
Scott, say your goodbyes, brother. It's great having you in front of the camera this time.
Yeah, no, I'm always here anyway. It's nice to sit on the couch this time. Normally I put my good chair here in here as well. So
He sacrifices for the cause.
yeah,
Yeah.
but it's Nate. Thanks for having me in
Yeah.
front of the camera.
Being a star.
I'll see y'all on the 2nd
Whereabouts?
at Elsewhere, man. Yeah, and I'm gonna be
I'll see you.
just
That's your
putting
send-off.
all my volume on 11 and just playing way louder than Reese if you want to hear some screaming solos. Fuck hip hop, R&B. I'm gonna make this
Rock and
my
roll
own.
till I die.
Let's do
100%.
it.
Okay.
Well, thanks for that little outro, buddy. You crushed it.
I was here for that.
Thank you, Will. Thanks for coming on, man. And thanks for joining the band too. You've added like a dynamic that we really
Yeah.
needed, I think.
Yeah, I love your
Yeah.
Ferris baseline, man. It's just like
Thank
so
you.
fun and jumpy. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, it's been fun. I'm loving it. It's been I'm really looking forward to gig day on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
2nd.
2nd of July at Elsewhere. Yeah, that's the one.
Christ.
But no, it's been really good. It's been really fun. Jumping in. So
Fucking oath.
Thank you for
yeah,
joining
take
us.
the bass for a little walk. It's good. It's good to be back on the old gig stick. So,
Man.
looking forward to it.
Yeah, so are we, man. This has been Before the Fucking Money. You
Yo.
already know what
For
it
the
is.
money, baby.
This episode is
Yeah.
co-sponsored by Electric
go.
Sugar Studios and V.BLVQ And The Anarchists. Make sure you head to Reese's Instagram, V.BLVQ, and hit that link in his bio if you want to find tickets for this Friday's episode. This
Second-
Friday's... What's it
gig,
Gig.
the performance, the gig that is at Elsewhere on
With
the
Drop
2nd
Legs
of
and Lucia
July.
Murphy.
With
Yeah.
Drop Legs and
called? Also,
Lucia Murphy,
there
yes.
will be a pre-save link. If Mr. Clingy is still bouncing around in your head, there will be a pre-save link you can hit up
it
in
would
Reese's
be.
bio
Yeah,
as well.
So check that out too, because that helps out a lot. That boosts my standing to all the Spotify playlists, gets me in all the right places. So it will be dropping tomorrow when you're watching this. If you're a good follower and you're watching this as they come out, which you should
Surely.
all be doing.
Sure.
It comes
good-
out
it's
tomorrow,
good
but
for
that's
ya.
not too late. Just because it comes out tomorrow doesn't mean that your pre-save won't help. So
Mhm.
jump on that pre-save. We appreciate it. I
Really
love you.
appreciate you
See
guys
you on Friday.
Second,
Second, let's go.
at
All the
Elsewhere.
best.
AnarchyLabel.com. Thank you guys. Love you all. Before the fucking money, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Oh, we've got that out of the
Goodness
way.
me, she's Dunyan rings.
Dunyan rings. I love that.
Young Dumb.